Hey everybody! Welcome to another video where I test things so you don't have to. And today, I am doing a service to humanity, to the people of the world, to the rich to the poor, to the young to the old. I am testing cheap products versus expensive products, kitchen edition. Is it worth it to pay the more expensive price tag for a product? Is it gonna make it better? Is it gonna make it worse? What's the dealio? I'm here to help. Now, I hate that you can see this. I hate that you can see that. I hate it so much. I don't have time. So here's what we're testing. We're testing toasters, personal blenders, a tomato knife, a culinary knife, and sponges. These were things I thought people might actually question, is it worth it? So let's get to it. Ready? Let's begin. I think first we should start with sponges because that means I get to make a mess. Now, I tried to get sponges that were of the same type. I wasn't gonna buy a yellow sponge and a blue sponge because in my brain, those mean different things. So I got two different versions of the blue sponges. Oh, the cheap stuff comes vacuum packed. Do we think that's gonna expand? Let it expand for a few minutes to its original size and fluffy, absorbent nature. Okay, I will never run out of sponges ever again. So the plan, just let it be. The plan is to make the same mess. Each spun has to clean up the mess on its own. And we're gonna see how many rinses and how many swipes and how easy it is to clean the sponge. We're gonna do science, okay? This is an experiment. So first off, it's gonna be barbecue sauce. This never expanded, so there's that. They're both slightly damped and let's rinse and finish the quest. This got it off more the first time than this one. So the first go, the more expensive one did better, but they both took two things of it. I have a better task for them. I sprayed oven cleaner on this door many an hour ago. Now I'm gonna see which sponge does a better job of cleaning that off. And this, we'll be using the rough patch. Both seem to be handling it okay. Honestly, both seem to be doing okay. Like, I don't see one performing better than the other. They both kind of seem to be doing the same thing. Let me rinse them. We're going back to the barbecue test. I am surprised that there is no difference between these two. That's the line. This one, whoop. And then this one, whoop. It's just slightly less on this side, just slightly. All of that, boom, and this. It's just a smidgen difference, smidgen. I have to say, between the cheap and expensive, only a slight fraction of a smidgen is the more expensive better. I think maybe if you want this to hold a lot of soapy water, this one will hold more and last longer than this. But if you're just doing basic cleaning, rub-a-dub-dub around, this one cleans just as well. This one just holds a little bit more of liquid. So is it better? Slightly, but if I asked for a sponge and you handed me this, I wouldn't be mad and the job would get done. Next product, toasters. Which will be toastier, which will take longer, which will malfunction, will one catch on fire? Now, several years ago, I bought a $300 toaster. The Revolution that has a touchscreen panel in the front. I don't like this toaster. I've kept it because I paid so much money for it, but there are a lot of times where you have to unplug it and plug it back in because it'll shut down. The clock on it is slightly slow, so you'll set it and then a week later it will be off. There's times it'll go down, but it won't heat anything up. And it's only a 2-toast toaster. We want a 4-toast toaster. This toaster is not worth it. For any of you who are like, oh, I got a $300 toaster, it must cure cancer. No, it doesn't. Ridiculous, right? Disgusting. So this is out. The only thing I did like about this is it reminded you to clean the little trap guy. But we'll live. The cheapest I could find on Amazon versus the most expensive that's not for like a restaurant. Okay, this feels cheap. It's light, it's noisy. I can't get it out of the box. Okay, you can just hear the rattle-daddle in this. That's a rattle-daddle. Oh, the trays that you have to empty out are down here, so you have to flip it. They both have one. Now this bad boy. Oh, this one has more dials. I'll turn it around and show you for a second. Let me get acquainted with her first. Listen to this rattle daddle. Not as much. This one is definitely heavier. Oh, here the trays are in the back so you don't have to flip the toaster over and you don't have to do a knob. This one, it's just pull out, dump. This one, you have to flip the whole thing, squeeze a knob, and then empty it out like that. So far, the more expensive one has that. But are we really paying a significant amount of more money for an easier crumb trap? No, thank you. Here on the most expensive one, we have a single serving button. You could say if you're doing bread, bagel, waffle, pastry, English muffin. You can say cancel. You can say defrost. And you level out your toastiness. This one, you level out your toastiness. And that's it. So we're gonna plug both in and let them run one cycle, and then we'll put some bread in, see how toasty it gets and how long it takes. All right, we're gonna put both on 7 and let it do one run without anything in it. So my fingers keep just doing this, peeling, and I don't know why. Anyway, we're toasting. We're toasting nothing. Ooh, it's hot. That's hot. There is heat coming from those. Okay, well, we know. We know that they work. Oh, and it smells bad. It smells terrible. They said that's normal. I feel like I should open a window. It smells so bad. Ah! Which one went first? They went at the same time? I thought they had popped at the same time. The power went out. It blew a fuse. So I have separated them. Those two are on 2 different breakers. I know technical terms. Now it's time to toast. We're going to toast 2 pieces of toast in each one. I'm gonna be eating a lot of toast. I also had to open up that window so I didn't pass out from fumes. So we're gonna put both of these on level 5 because that's personally what I like. We're gonna see if one takes longer than the other, and we're also gonna see if one is more even than the other because that matters. Level 5. Level 5, on your mark. Get set, go. Oh, this didn't go in. Mark it, that is smoking already. Who's gonna go? This one's done first. Oh, that looks like an even toast. The more expensive one finished first. That is an even toastery. We're slacking a little on the corner there. This side's a little more brown than this side. We're slightly uneven. This one's still going. Oh my God. Oh, it's smoking. Oh my. It smells like burnt popcorn. Oh no, this was just a 5. And it's so uneven, look at the top. What level does it have to be at? They both go from 1 to 7. Why would you ever need to burn your toast like that? In what nation does anyone want to eat that? In this experiment, this one feels better, looks better, is quicker, doesn't smell as much, and doesn't burn your toast at level 5. There's different settings on this one. Now, this one does toast your toast. We're gonna sacrifice one more piece of toast and we're gonna put it at 3 and we're gonna see, oh, you know what? You know what we should also try? Is the single. So let's see what happens when it's just doing one piece of toast because that one says it has a single setting. So we're gonna try this again. This one on 3, this one on 5. Ready, set, go, single. I pressed it. I'm gonna show you something. Come hither. The bread sticks out. See that? See how there's nothing touching that top? On this one, the bread is fully submersed in there. You're never gonna get an even toast. You're always gonna get a little bit of this on this one. But this one goes all the way up. Now, if this gives us a 5 on its level 3, it works. That's the thing about most of these products is the cheap thing will work. It's just how picky you are of a person. The thin sponge will work. The cheap toaster will work. It's just how convenient do you want your life? How prissy are you gonna be? How pretentious? I like the look of this one better. This I did first on a 3. That side looks good, but it is burnt on this side. This one just went. That's a good piece of toast all the way around. I think the record should show that the more expensive one is better. The cheap one did toast on one side, but it's squishy up here because it doesn't go all the way in. But if you're fine with this, then get the cheaper one. Excuse me while I butter my toast. product, the personalized blender. So this is a 1 serving. 1 human needs to get their blend on. You don't need a whole huge thing. You just need something to stick your fruits and veggies in and go. First, we're starting with the NutriBullet, which comes with one of these guys. Oh, a lid you can drink straight from. 2 of those. A handle. 2 handles. Oh, this comes with 2 of these. Oh, you get a lot with this. Here's the blade and the base. Oh, this is heavy. Oh God, so many contraptions on this. So with the NutriBullet, you get the base, 2 containers, 1 blendy guy, 2 lids, 2 handles. Now, with the portable USB rechargeable blender, let's see what we get. Ta-da! It's telling me I need to charge it. Can I use it while it's plugged in? That's the real question. Nope. All right. It came with a sponge and a pokey device. Okay, so this apparently is fully charged, and this is a plug-in. Now, I have seen one little flaw. This blade comes out, and you can wash the blade. This blade is attached to its base. Also, vast size difference. So far, I'm definitely leaning towards the NutriBullet. Now, we're just gonna make a little fruit smoothie. Oh, we're starting out the morning with some fruit in our diet. Handfuls here and there. Sneak a little carrot in there. Don't be grossed out. We're just sneaking some veggies in our fruit. Don't be weird about it. A little pomegranate. Let's add a little apple. Most people add a little protein, a smidgen of soy creamer, and then we'll fill the rest with water. We'll do a little of this. For this, you double click. Both seem to have gotten stuck, so we'll flip. That got stuck. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to each. She's a thick smoothie. It's my apple that's getting stuck here. Let's see how both did. Oh, interesting. By the looks of it, this is more watery. Now I put the same amount of water in each, I promise. But it's more gritty. That's a really good smoothie. This one, it's thicker but smoother. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. They were blended for the same amount of time. Yes, I taste a difference, which is shocking for me. You can see a difference. This is the cheaper, this is the more expensive. You can see there's a texture difference. The cheaper is more watery. It's grainy, like there's little tiny itty bitty trunks. And the expensive one is thicker and smoother. So you'd think the cheaper one, you're like, oh, it blended it better because it's more watery. No, because this one also like frothed it. They both got stuck at one point. They're both a little too thick at first. This one's better. This one actually feels better. It's a smoothie. It's supposed to taste like a smoothie. I got a throat freeze. Hold on. Oh, brain freeze. I'm going down. I'm back. The NutriBullet won, hands down. There are so many problems with this. One, it's rechargeable. It's already running out of charge. As I was going, it was halfway out of its charge, so you only get 1 out of this, and it doesn't work while charging. 2, you have to wash this whole thing. It has this little like cover for the electrical thing, but you can accidentally turn it on while you're washing it, and that is so unsafe to me. This, everything comes apart. This never gets washed. You could hand wash it like with a little rag or something, but everything gets washed separate. It comes with 2 containers, so you could make 2 smoothies. If you have 2 people, it comes with multiple lids, so I could make this smoothie. I could keep it in here, I didn't have to pour it out, and I could drink out of this container, not having to dirty another glass. This, you could drink out of this container, but it's a whole thing, and you're staring at blades, and I'm scared that you turn it on while you're drinking it. The product of this was better. The smoothie was better out of the NutriBullet. It came with more things. It's more logically sound. This is a disaster waiting to happen, in my opinion. Yes, it created a smoothie. So if you need a smoothie, you can buy the cheaper thing. It works. But I think so far out of all the things, the NutriBullet showed it truly is a better product. This seems like a safety hazard and annoyance, because once you use it, you have to charge it before you can use it again. A little sus, I have to give it to the NutriBullet. Also, I made a really good smoothie. Also with the blender, you can't put the cheap one in the dishwasher, but you can put the Nutribullet in the dishwasher. Next up, it's not a tomato, it's tomato knives. So we have an expensive tomato knife, which isn't actually that expensive, and a cheap tomato knife. This set is all fruit plus tomato. So we're gonna start. I have a light grip on both. Oh my God, she goes in with ease. That was beauty. Now let's try this. Light grip, light grip. She's tougher. She's harder to cut. This one, I'm telling you guys, it's butter. It's absolute butter cutting with this one. Oh, and then this one. It's a little harder, it's rougher. I feel like I'm sawing. The more expensive one feels better. It's really just kind of gliding in. I'm putting no pressure in. And this one, you have to push a little bit. It's rough, but it gets it done. This one is more heavy. It's heavy duty. It looks like it's gonna last longer. This one's plastic. It feels cheap. Both cut the tomato well. Now here's the real kicker, when you have to dice it. Look at how clean those cuts are. Oh my goodness. This is an amazing knife. I am so happy with this knife right now. Look at this tomato cut. Look at all of this. Let's test it. We're doing pretty well. A little, ow, okay. A little dicey at the end here. Just a little bit, and okay. It's harder, it's not doing as well. It's not doing as well. I'm gonna say this one, 20% better than this one. Both of them are better than a normal knife, but I say the more expensive one wins a little bit. Next is the culinary knives. Now, this is a sheet of plastic over the knife, and this is a full-on box. Here's the cheap, and here is the expensive. Dum 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 dum. Expensive is definitely heavier. This is a serrated edge, and this is just, oh, yeah, I felt that. Okay, so we're just gonna chop some things and see which one feels better. First, we start with lemons. The cheap first, okay? Yeah, that cut that right open, easy peasy, and that was about the same. Wasn't struggling at all. Here I have a frozen Uncrustable. Chopped right open. Okay, I have to smush a little bit more. I'm not feeling much of a difference yet. Hold on. Here we have my other half of the apple. And boom, and oh, there it is. That one was more difficult. It's just the first time I've struggled. And boop, and boop. Oh, ho, ho. And boop, and boop. Look at, that's butter and not butter. Choppy, very choppy. I can feel the difference with the more expensive one. Butter, no effort by me. Literally no effort by me whatsoever. This is the easiest I've ever chopped something. It's struggling a little bit. I can feel the difference. There is a definite difference with this one. Can I do one of those things where it like slices it in the air? Okay, hold on. No, okay, wait, let's do it again. Was that like a hoax? The expensive one is so much better. Oh my God. I wish you guys could feel how much easier it is with the more expensive knife. If this test alone doesn't show you that this one is so much sharper than this one, I'll go farther. God, I have better aim with my right hand. Here we go. Oh. I just missed altogether that time. The expensive one, hands down, is a better knife. It is so smooth. I had zero resistance. It is sharp to the touch. This one will cut things. You'll just struggle a little bit more with it when something's like really frozen. Like if you need to cut up an onion, it's gonna cut up an onion. But if you want a smooth experience, this knife is definitely better. Now that's up to you how convenient you want your cooking experience to be. But I have to say the more expensive one won this round. I am so determined. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did. I got some good quality kitchen stuff out of this and some decent quality kitchen stuff. The more expensive stuff was definitely better. You're paying for what you get, but that doesn't mean the cheaper stuff doesn't work. It all worked. The only thing I didn't like and wouldn't ever recommend is the blender. That one just, it's a disaster waiting to happen. But the tomato knife cut the tomato, the culinary knife cut things, the toaster toasted, the sponge sponged. So, I mean, it depends how much time you spend in the kitchen. If you cook once a week and you don't really care, just buy the cheap stuff. If you're in here every day and it is your craft, you deserve the good stuff. And that is all. I love you guys. Please subscribe to see videos every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel. Like this video if you liked it. If there's ever any products you want me to test out, if there's expensive stuff versus cheap stuff, the dupe versions of things, let me know. I'll test them so you don't have to. I tried to give a good, honest testing with all of this stuff today, and the expensive stuff just came out a little bit on top. Wasn't that big of a deal. It's more like if you're just looking for something fancy in your life. Also, make sure you're checking out my vlog channel, my podcast channel, my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Snapchat. Link for everything is down below. I love you guys, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye.